परमंश परिव्राजक साधु सुसमान भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णविंद की जय, नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय, श्री राधा कृष्ण गो गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय, वृंदावन धाम की जय, वृंदावन धाम की जय, वृंदावन धाम की जय, वृंदावन धाम की जय, समवेत भक्तवृंद की जय, गंगा माई की जय, यमुना माई की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय। All glories to the assembled Lord. All glories to the assembled Lord. All glories to the assembled Lord. All glories to
Excuse me, Prabhupada, if we can make some... Could you hold this for a second? Excuse me, Prabhupada, if we can make some... Could you hold this for a second?
परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य सुधर सदस्यमान भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत
Too much tape on them coming up there. So like when he comes around the hill. You can get like right up there, you can get straight on.
Get that boy off it. Make it shaking the cow.
This ceremony, of course, those who are my students, they know what is this ceremony. Those who are visitors, for their information, I may inform you something about this ceremony. Otherwise, it may not be misunderstood. Outsider may see a person is being worshipped like God. There may be some doubt. So, this is the etiquette. This ceremony is called Vyasa Puja. Vyasa means the original author of Vedic literature. He gave us our Vedic knowledge. He received the knowledge from Narada. Narada received the knowledge from Brahma. Brahma received the knowledge from Krishna. So, in this way, by disciplic succession, we get transcendental knowledge. So, Vyasa, formally, before Vyasa, say 5,000 years ago, before that time, there was no need of written literature. People were so sharp in their memory that whatever they would hear from the spiritual master, they would remember for life. The memory was so sharp. But in this age, it is called Kali Yuga, we are reducing our bodily strength, our memory, power of memorizing, our feelings of sympathy for others, compassion, age, duration of life, religious propensities. In this way, in this age, we are reducing everything. And every one of you can understand very easily. Formerly, if somebody is attacked by another man, many persons will come to help him. Why this man is attacked? But at the present moment, if one man is attacked, the passers-by will not care for it, because they have lost their sympathy or mercifulness for others. Our neighbor may starve, but we don't care for it. But formerly, the sympathy for other living entities, even for an ant, that's like Maharaj Parikshit, while he was touring on his kingdom, he saw that one man was trying to kill a cow. Parikshit Maharaj saw, immediately he took his sword, who are you? You are killing a cow in my kingdom? Because the king is supposed, or the government is supposed to give everyone protection. Not that the government is meant for giving protection to the human being, not to the animals. Because it is Kali Yuga, the government discriminates between two nationals. National means one who has taken birth in the land, that is called national. That is, you know everyone. So, the trees, they are also born in the land. The aquatics are also born in the land. The flies, the reptiles, the snakes, the birds, the bees, human beings, everyone is born in that land. Suppose your land, America, United States. Why the government should give protection to one class of living entities, rejecting others? This means they have lost their sympathy for others. This is Kali Yuga. Formerly, before Kali Yuga, unnecessarily, even an ant would not be killed. Even an ant. There are many instances that a hunter who was taking advantage of killing animals, but when he became a devotee, he was not prepared to kill even an ant. So, the Krishna consciousness movement is so nice that it makes a person perfect in everything. Perfect in knowledge, perfect in strength, perfect in age, everything. We need so many things. So, this perfection of life, the process, how to make life perfect, is coming down from Krishna. Krishna is the origin of everything. Therefore the knowledge of perfection is also coming from him. And periodically means after millions and millions of years, Krishna comes. He comes once in a day of Brahma. So, Brahma's days, even one day, the span of one day, it is very difficult to calculate. Sahasra Juga Parjantam Araha Jad Brahmano Vidu. The Brahmas, one day means about 433 millions of years. So in each day of Brahma, Krishna comes. Once in a day. That means after a period of 433 millions of years, he comes. Why? To give perfect knowledge of life. How a human being should live to make his life perfect. So, the Bhagavad Gita is there, spoken by Krishna in this millennium, in this day. Now, Brahma's Monday, we are passing through the 28th millennium. Now, for 28th, in Brahma's day, there are 71 manus. And one manu lives for, that is also many millions of years, 72 many. So we are not interested now about calculation, the perfect knowledge. This perfect knowledge comes from God or Krishna, and it is distributed by parampara system, by disciplic succession. The example is, just there a mango tree, on the top of the mango tree there is a very ripened fruit, and that fruit has to be tasted. So if I drop the fruit from up, it will be lost. Therefore, it is handed over after one, and then it comes down. So all Vedic process of knowledge is taken from the authority. And it comes down through disciplic succession. Just like I have already explained, Krishna gives the knowledge, perfect knowledge, to Brahma, and Brahma gives the knowledge to Narada. Narada gives the knowledge to Vyasa. Vyasa gives the knowledge to Madhyacharya. Madhyacharya gives the knowledge to his disciplic succession. Later on to Madhavendra Puri. Madhavendra Puri gives that knowledge to Ishwar Puri. Ishwar Puri gives that knowledge to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya. He delivers that knowledge to his immediate disciples, 6 Goswamis. The 6 Goswamis delivers the knowledge to Srinivasa Acharya, Jiva Goswami, then Kaviraj Goswami, then Vishwanath Chakravarti, then Jagannath Das Babaji, then Bhaktivinoda Thakur, then Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, then my spiritual master, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, then we are distributing the same knowledge. We don't manufacture knowledge. Because how we can manufacture? Perfect knowledge means I must be perfect. But I am not perfect. Every one of us, when I was speaking, because we are not perfect, because in our conditional life we have got 4 defects. The first defect is that we commit mistake. Any one of us who are sitting here, nobody can say that he has not committed any mistake in life. No, that is natural. To eat is human. Jai Om Spat Paramamsa Paripurajagacharya Ashtadhana Sadasama Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai Ananta Kodi Goswaminda ki jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda ki jai श्री राधा कृष्ण को गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय वृंदावन धाम की जय नवद्वीप धाम की जय गंगा माई की जय यमुना माई की जय तुलसी देवी की जय भक्ति देवी की जय स्वामी भक्तविंद की जय All glories to the Asma. All glories to the Asma. All glories to the Asma. Krishna Krishna I thank you very much for your kindly participating with this Krishna consciousness movement. As already described by Sriman Kirtanananda Maharaj, that this Bhagavad Dharma was spoken by Bhagavan, Lord Sri Krishna, Bhagavan. It is a Sanskrit word. Bhaga means fortunes, and Ban means one who possesses. These two words combined together makes the word Bhagavan, or the being fortunate. We calculate our fortune if somebody is very rich, if somebody is very strong, if somebody is very beautiful, if somebody is very wise, if somebody is in renounced order of life. In this way there are 6 opulences, and these opulences, when one possesses in fullness, without any rivalry, he is called Bhagavan. the richest of all, the wisest of all, the most beautiful, the most famous, the most renowned, in this way, Bhagavan. And the Bhagavad also comes from the word Bhoga. From Bhoga, when it is used, participle adjective, it becomes Bhaga. The Bhagavat, the same thing, Ban, this word comes from the word Bhat Sabda. Bhagavata. In Sanskrit, every word is grammatically very systematically bound up. Every word. Therefore it is called Sanskrit language. Sanskrit means reform. We cannot manufacture by whims. It must be strictly according to the grammatical rules and regulations. So the Bhagavad Dharma means the relationship between the devotees and the Lord. The Lord is Bhagavan and the devotee is Bhagavan, or in relationship with Bhagavan. So, everyone is related with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, just like father and son is always related. That relation cannot be broken. At any stage. But sometimes it happens that the son, out of his own independence, he goes out of his home and forgets the affectionate relationship with father. In your country, it is not very extraordinary thing. So many sons go out of father's affectionate home. That is very ordinary experience. So everyone has got independence. Similarly, we are all sons of God, but we are at the same time independent. Not fully independent, but independent. We have got the tendency of having independence. Because God is fully independent and we are born of God. Therefore, we have got the quality of independence. Although we cannot be absolutely independent as God, but the tendency is there that I shall become independent. So, the living entities, we are part and parcel of God. When we want to live independently of God, that is our conditional stage. Conditional stage means we accept a body, material body, which is conditioned in so many ways. Just like the body undergoes 6 kinds of changes. It is born, the body is born, not the living entity. It is born at a certain day. It remains for some time. It grows. It gives some byproducts. Then the body dwindles and at last it vanishes. These 6 kinds of changes. Not only these 6 kinds of changes, but also there are many tribulations. They are called threefold miseries, pertaining to the body, pertaining to the mind, miseries offered by other living entities, miseries happening by natural disturbances, and after all, the whole thing is summarized into four principles, namely birth, death, old age and disease. These are our conditional life. So, in order to get out of these conditions of life, if we revive our Bhagavad consciousness or Krishna consciousness or God consciousness, whatever you like, when we speak of Krishna, means the Supreme Lord, God consciousness, Krishna consciousness, or our original consciousness. Just like every one of us, we remember always that I am the son of such and such gentleman is my father. It is natural to remember one's father and his relationship with father. And in ordinary business also, the etiquette is, if one presents his identification, he has to give his father's name. In India, it is very essential. And the father's name or the title is the last name of everyone. So, when we forget the Supreme Father, Krishna, and we want to live independently, independently means if we want to enjoy life according to my whims, that is called so-called independence. But by such independence, we are never happy. So, we transmigrate for this so-called illusionary happiness from one body to another. Because a particular body has got a particular facility of happiness. Just like every one of us, we want to fly in the sky. But because we are human beings, we have no wings, we cannot fly. But the birds, although they are animals, lower animals, they can easily fly. In this way, if you make analytical study, every particular body has got a particular type of facility, while others haven't got. But we want all facilities of life. That is our inclination. Just like modern scientists, they are trying to go to other planets. But they are conditioned. They cannot go. We can see there are millions and trillions of planets before us. The sun planet, the moon planet, the Venus, the Mars. Sometimes we wish how I could go there. But because I am conditioned, I am not independent, I cannot. But originally, because you are spirit soul, originally you were free to move anywhere. Just like Narad Muni. Narad Muni moves everywhere. Any planet he likes, he can go. Still, there is one planet within this universe, which is called Siddha Loka. That Siddha Loka, the inhabitants of Siddha Loka, they can fly from one planet to another without any aeroplane. Even yogis, Hatha yogis, those have practice, they can also go from anywhere to any place. The yogis, they sit down in one place and immediately transfer in another place. They take a dip in some river nearby here, and they can get up in some river in India. They dip here and they rise there. These are yogic powers. So, we have got immense independence, but we are now conditioned by this body. Therefore, in the human form of life, it is an opportunity to get back our original independence. That is called Krishna consciousness, freedom. When we have got our spiritual body, without being covered by this material body, we have got our spiritual body within this material body, very small. That is my real identification. Now I am covered by two kinds of material bodies. One is called subtle body and the other is called gross body. The subtle body is made of mind, intelligence and ego, falsity. And the gross body is made of earth, water, fire, air and ether mixed together, this body. So two kinds of body we have got. And we are changing. Generally we can see the gross body, we cannot see the subtle body. Just like everyone knows. I know that you have got your mind. I know that you have got intelligence. You know, I have got mind, I have got intelligence. But I cannot see your mind, I cannot see your intelligence. I cannot see your determination. I cannot see your thoughts, thinking, feeling and willing. Similarly, you cannot see. You see my gross body made of this earth, water, air, fire, and I can see your gross body. Therefore, when this gross body is changed and you are carried, you go away by the subtle body, and that is called death. We say, oh, my father has gone away. How do you see that your father has gone away? The body is here lying. But actually his father has gone away by the subtle body. Just like at night, we are sleeping on our nice apartment, but the subtle body takes me away on the top of a mountain. Sometimes you see I have come in dream. I have come on the top of a mountain, very high, and I am falling down. Although actually my gross body is sleeping in a nice, comfortable apartment. But the subtle body carries me. You have got daily experience. Similarly, death means this gross body will change. That's like you have got your shirt and coat. So you change the coat, but you keep your shirt. You do it, generally. Similarly, I keep my subtle body and I give up my gross body. That is called death. And I am carried by the subtle body in the womb of another mother by the laws of nature, and I develop another gross body, material supplied by the mother. And when the body is prepared, I come out of the womb of mother and I work again with that subtle and gross body. And Bhagavad Dharma means that we have to transcend both the gross and subtle body, come to the spiritual body. It is very scientific. And as soon as we come to the spiritual body, Mukta Sangha, being free from the gross and subtle body, we come to a real body, spiritual body, then actually we feel happiness and independence. So this process of Krishna consciousness is the highest benediction for the human society, because it is trying to bring the human being to the platform of spiritual body, transcending the gross and subtle material body. That is the highest perfection. Human life is made for coming to that platform, the spiritual platform, transcending the gross and material bodily concept of life. And that is possible. It is made easy in this age called Kali. It is not very good time. Simply disagreement, fighting, quarreling, misunderstanding, this age is full of all these happenings. Therefore, to come to the spiritual platform is very difficult in this age. Formerly, it was not so difficult. People were very easily trained up by the Vedic process, but now the people are not interested. They are simply interested with the gross body, or a little more with a little advance, the subtle body. But they have no information of the spiritual body. Although there is advancement of education, there is no education about the spiritual body. They are simply concerned with the gross material and subtle body. Therefore this movement, Krishna consciousness movement, is very important movement. Those who have taken to this Krishna consciousness movement, they are very, very fortunate. So, I shall further explain one song sung by Narottam Das Thakur. Narottam Das Thakur was one of our predecessor, Acharya, teacher. And his songs are accepted in our Vaishnava society as Vedic truth. He has written in simple language, but it contains the Vedic truth. So, he has got many songs. One of the songs is Hari Hari Bifale Janama Goain. He says, my dear Lord, I am simply wasting the valuable time of my life. janama going. Everyone takes birth as human being, but he does not know how to utilize it. He utilizes it just like animal. The animal eats, we simply make arrangement of eating unnatural. That is our advancement. In the animal kingdom, every particular animal has got a particular type of food. Just like tiger. A tiger eats flesh and blood. But if you give tiger nice oranges or grapes, he will not touch it. Because that is not his food. Similarly, a hog eats stool. If you give the hog nice halwa, it will not touch. You see? So, every particular animal has got a particular type of food. Similarly, we human beings, we have got our particular type of food also. What is that? Fruits, milk, grains. Just like our teeth is made, you take a fruit, you can easily cut into pieces by this tool. But if you take a piece of flesh, it will be difficult to cut with this teeth. But a tiger has got particular type of teeth. He can immediately cut into pieces the flesh. So we are advancing in education, but we do not study even about teeth. We simply go to the dentist. This is our advancement of civilization. The tiger never goes to dentist. Although its teeth are so strong that immediately he can cut into pieces, but he doesn't require a dentist because he doesn't eat anything which is unnatural for him. But we eat anything jam, therefore we require the help of dentist. So, our human being has got a particular type of business. That business is to study or to discuss on the Bhagavad life. That is our nature. Bhagavad Dharma. We should try to understand Bhagavan. Bhagavad Dharma I have already explained. Bhagavan and the Bhakta or Bhagavad. Their relationship. That is called Bhagavad. So, it is very easy. How? Now, simply you have to hear about Krishna. Krishna is Bhagavan. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. And we Manusya janama paiya Radha Krishna na bhajiya janiya suniya visha khain. He said, my dear Lord, I got this valuable human form of life, but I have wasted it for nothing. Because this life is meant for understanding Radha and Krishna. But I did not do so. Therefore, I have taken poison with knowledge. Just like sometimes makes suicide. He takes poison. He knows that as soon as he will take the poison, he will die. Similarly, one who is not taking to Krishna consciousness, that means he is taking poison. This is the opportunity of becoming Krishna conscious. And if you don't take this opportunity, that means knowingly I am drinking poison. Janiya suniya bisha khai. So, what is the process of Krishna consciousness? Golokera prema dhana harinama sankirtan. This harinama sankirtan, just like we receive vibration from the radio from different countries. Similarly, this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This vibration we are receiving from the spiritual world. Golokera prema dhana harinama sankirtan. Rotina janmila kanata. I could not get my attachment to this transcendental vibration. Vishaya vishanale divanisi hiya jale toribare nakoinu upar. I am suffering constantly with the poison of this materialistic way of life, and I did not try to get out of it by taking shelter of this Hare Krishna Maha. Then he said that Brajanda Nandana Jai Sochishita Hoila Se. In this age, the same Supreme Personality of Godhead who appeared 5,000 years ago as the son of Nanda Maharaj, Brajanda Nanda. Nanda Maharaj was the king of Braja, Brajendra, and his Nanda, his son. That means Krishna. Brahmananda Nandana Jai Sochishutta Hoila. That Krishna has appeared in this age as the son of Mother Sachi. Lord Chaitanya's mother's name was Sachi Devi. Balaram Hailonita. Balaram, the same Balaram who appeared as Krishna's elder brother, he has appeared as Nityananda, Gaur-Nita. So what is their business? Papi tapi joto chilo hariname udhal. Their business is, there are two kinds of people within this material world. Another one is committing sin, and the other is suffering with sinful reaction. Papi tapi. That is our business. In this life, I am suffering the resultant action of my past impious activities, and I am creating another set of impious activities so that I shall suffer next life. This is our position. Papi, tapi, joto chilo. Therefore there are two kinds of activities. Papi, tapi, joto chilo, hariname udhar. But all these people can be delivered simply by chanting Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you.
God bless.